This short screencast provides guidance for placement supervisors in respect of their roles and responsibilities when supervising students at placement. In particular, it provides guidance for the completion of the placement evaluation form, which needs to be completed by the supervisor at the end of the placement term. I will refer to the Placement Handbook for the Career Services Development modules. At the beginning of the academic year, students will provide supervisors with a link to this resource, which can be found on the Career Services website. The link to the appropriate page can be found here at page 4. At placement, students work alongside staff to achieve the organisation's aims, whilst at the same time develop their own knowledge and skills. They consider their skill sets and ambitions at the start of each module and are expected to develop these through reflection and practice. Page 6 of the handbook details the main tasks, roles and responsibilities of placement supervisors. Around January, students will be about halfway through their placement and will complete a mid-term review with their supervisor, details of which are found at page 9. This meeting provides an opportunity for you to provide formative feedback in relation to the student's progress, including formative assessment of their graduate skills and development. Most students will have completed their placement hours by April and will arrange a formal sign-off meeting with their supervisor to discuss and complete the placement evaluation and record of activities. As placement supervisor, you play an important role in the student's assessment, being responsible for completing the placement evaluation form at the end of the placement term. The form is submitted to the university and contributes directly to the student's assessment. This form can be found at the end of the placement handbook. Before the form is completed, the student will aim to have a concluding meeting with the supervisor, so the student has the opportunity to summarise how they have demonstrated their competence. The first part of the form identifies 4 skill areas, and you, as supervisor, must evaluate each one by ticking one box on the right-hand side, which best indicates the level of the student's competence. You should then complete part 2 of the form, the supervisor's statement, in which you describe specific examples of work the student has done which has contributed to the team and organisation goals. Further guidance for completing the placement evaluation form can be found at page 10 of the handbook. The skills matrix on page 11 provides details of competence levels which will help you assess the student in order that the student evaluation form can be completed. For example, in order for a student to achieve excellent for the skill of teamwork, they must have consistently and have effectively performed a variety of team roles, including appropriate leadership, and have made a substantial contribution to achieving team goals. The supervisor statement section of the marking criteria at page 12 provides examples of the kind of activities and achievements which could be included in the statement to evidence the student's level of competence. For example, if a student receives excellent for all 4 competencies, actions should be described which show how they have consistently and have effectively helped formulate team and organisational goals and have made a substantial contribution by, for example, providing critical resources for increasing the productivities of others, increased organisational revenue or productivity, improved service user satisfaction, produced performance levels equal to that of permanent staff, addressed organisational needs that otherwise would not have been met. A student might demonstrate their competence through one or a combination of achievements such as those listed here. But this list is by no means exhaustive, so other examples can be used. But they do illustrate the high level of contribution and impact necessary for a student to score excellent throughout. When completing part 2 of the form, it is important to be specific about the impact the student makes. Once completed, the placement evaluation form should be returned to the student for submission.